Hello and welcome back to Journey to Rooted Hold, level 12. We are at the very end here. Finally done with Tar for a while, I think. I don't remember what's on the next floor, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. So one last room to cut through. Kill the mother, then go back, clean out all the babies, and then we can get down the stairs. Okay. Well, right away. I can see that some of these shapes, we've got these 2x2s, we're never going to get through here. Now, we could go through this way. We can't get down here. So what's our path? Going through here, up this way, through this? I mean, we can get through that way. Alternatively, we could just go down this way, though. I think that might be better. Okay, so we're going to go around this way and in here. Well, that's not good. In fact, you know what? That's so not good that we're going to restart. Maybe if we're one turn faster. Or I could just sit here. Whoops, let's... No, I have to... Okay, well, I can turn my sword. That'll work. Oh, that's gonna be really slow and painful. Oh. Okay, we got in time. We should be safe here. Here we have to use these little spots to dig through what would otherwise be an impenetrable 2x whatever. Do we want this to grow? Answer is no. Alright, well I don't think we're going to get there quickly enough, but I would have to let this grow one more time because otherwise I'm trapped in here because this is my only way out. Off by a turn, okay. I mean, I didn't want to clear it then anyway, but I was curious if I could. The answer is no, I was too inefficient. Yes, that's fine. In fact, we have to come through this way because we can't get through that. I guess I could actually save this for last, since that's where the exit is. I mean, I could exit out this way too. If I wanted to get the high score, I would have to consider that kind of thing, but I'm already well behind high score territory with the lack of efficiency I've been clearing this with. How do I can't make that cut. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to cut through all of this to get to these two. There's no point in ever making that cut. That's going to do nothing for me. In fact, there's not a whole lot I can do with any of this. Okay, so we're just going to go up this way. Wow. Good job, me. Okay, let's actually pay attention here. And oops, as we covered earlier, there's no way to get down this way, so we have to, I guess, come through here to get to all of this bottom stuff. Yeah, that looks about right. So we're forced to make those cuts. Don't want to cut there, because then we can't get in here. Nothing more to do down there. Alright, that should clear all of that out. Yeah, not too bad. Just a little bit of extra busy work on the way out of the level. Alright, there we go. Room clear, minimap is green. Down we go. 13th level. Alongside roach meat, goblins make quite the tasty treat when seasoned well and grilled upright. Beethro Budkin. A rotten, filthy occupation, and dungers never get any respect. Beethro Budkin, Beethro's sister. Right, and Gunthro being Beethro's grandfather. Alright, goblins. Looks like that's what we're doing. Okay. Goblins are a rather interesting enemy. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Ah, this room.
Goblins. Cowardly creatures, but they will stab you in the back, given half a chance.
Designed to look very scary, but it's not actually very scary. There was a room in King Dugan's dungeon which required a lot more precision than this one will. I wonder if I can just...
Goblins. Cowardly creatures, but they will stab you in the back, given half a chance.
Oh, I need to be closer to the walls than that. Okay.
Goblins.
Yeah, the goblin... King Dugan's dungeon had a couple of enemies, namely the goblin, the wraithwing, and I guess also the serpent, although the serpent's AI ended up being reused later for other serpent types. But these enemies all have really weird movement patterns, and I can't think of any... Oops, I can't think of any modern enemies that use patterns that are weird in the same way. Oh, well, can't do that.
Goblins.
Alright, I guess we'll do that then. Because that gives us a way out. Yep. Oops. Probably should have just killed that loose goblin before starting any of this. But yeah, goblins have a rather peculiar way of moving. Yeah, could have been better. Along with the Slayer, I believe those are the only two enemies in the game I can think of that pay attention to where your sword is. The others don't care so much. No goblins in that room. Looks like a challenge scroll, though. Also, looks like that's the exit eventually. But goblins... they're not too bad to deal with. You know how to corner them. Trick is just to not let them get behind you. Challenge, don't turn your sword. Is this the orientation that I want? Not turning your sword is actually a very interesting challenge restriction when you're against goblins, because it makes hunting them down quite a bit trickier. Do I want it on a diagonal or on an orthogonal? I guess we'll try this and see how it goes. I have northern surfaces that I can pin goblins against. Yeah, that's probably the easiest. Sure.
Half, glad you found me. Let's stick together.
Wow, more goblins.
Yeah, you have to watch your wallet around them, and your back.
Goblins are cool.
Goblins are unique. Alright, I can hit any of these doors and get... Well, they all go to the same place, so it doesn't matter which door I hit.
Half.
Going.
So Half then becomes a door-opening mechanism. I have to open all three in order for Half to get out here, which I guess is just for story reasons, so that he's not trapped there. I mean, he can ignore force arrows when we're not watching, but... the roach is actually going to be a problem. Well, not really. Looking at my orientation, I'm going to have to go around like this in order to deal with that. Okay, come on. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, okay, probably going to kill all the goblins over here, and it's going to be horrendously inefficient.
Got it.
Well, we already know how to kill this one. Oops. You repeat.
Going.
Yeah, these roaches aren't that bad. Goblins aren't that bad either. We're gonna have to deal with two at once now.
Door.
Got it.
Which normally would be pretty easy because I would just... Well, you know what I'm actually gonna do? Is this gonna work here? No. Okay, well now I'm in trouble. See, my plan was to get them both sort of stuck in the same corridor and then stab one. I should have just gone for the usual... Oops, let's go around. This isn't going to work. Okay, they got me. That's fine. I could have done this the same way I dealt with the other ones instead of trying to be fancy.
Got it.
Whoops, again. Just do everything.
Got it.
Like so.
Going.
I suppose I could use the roach as an obstacle too, but let's not. It's just... Yeah, that one goblin is too far back. You've got time to get into position. Easy. Never turn your back. Nice goblin portrait there. Yeah, of course I'm not going to be super efficient with a no-turning challenge. Alright, there is a broken wall there. Can I can't get back through here. Okay. I wonder if I've missed something over here. I mean, I know I'll be able to clear it out eventually, but it's That's all I have to say about that. So of course with the trapdoors we have a limited number of moves that we can make. So we have to kill the goblins with some degree of efficiency. You want to do that? No, probably not. Yeah, now we're dead. Well... surprisingly not, actually. Okay. Fine, we'll just do it that way. Yeah, this room is much easier than it looks. Although I guess if you're... Well, I guess it depends, actually. The thing about goblins, you have to really know when to not move, like when to turn your sword, and most critically, when to wait. I think that was my biggest stumbling block with goblins when I was first starting out, is remember that you can hit 5 and just not move for a turn, and sometimes you want to do that to let the goblins move themselves into places where they'll get into trouble. Okay. Got a prison here.
Oh, my good green fellows! Who be snubbling about, stepping in our places? It's a Delver, I say it, with a pokish brat to follow. Kid's coming here, and we gonna teach him what us goblins are about.
Got all these goblins here. Character goblin, those two aren't behaving like all the other ones that are actually trying to get to me. Of course, when we're like this, that doesn't really matter. We'll be dealing with that room later. Here's another one. Oh, whoops. Another one for later. No goblins here, just a good old-fashioned mimic puzzle. Wasn't this room in... There was a Mike Reimer, I think, who made a custom Architect's Edition hold that had this room in it. I remember playing that and being really surprised when I saw it. And then I guess the same room got put into the official Journey to Rooted Hold thing. Anyway, we will go with the stabby stab of the roach. Oops, right. So the hard part here is going to be, getting this mimic up to where the roach is. But I remember this room fairly well, so we're just gonna with horrible inefficiency. You know what? I could probably get close to not a perfect score on this room, but pretty decent. We'll make a token effort. There we go. Must have been somewhat decent, right? 11th place. Ah, man. People are good at this game. People being not me. Better than me, I suppose. Alright. We got a path here, but even if we did get over here, it wouldn't lead to anything over here. Pretty sure I remember that just being decorative. Uh-oh. Half, what are you doing?
Now!
Goblin King.
Ha 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 ha! You'll be stocking put now, my Budkin.
What do you want, goblin?
Speaks to the king like that? You speaks to die, fool.
Yes! He's talking too high for himself. But I say it, and I'm Goblin King. We're gonna fix him.
Uncle Beethro.
Half, what have you done to Half, Goblin King?
Butcher, you likes your meat, kills us, drags us up, chops and seasons, feeds us to your friends. And what you did to our Netherville? Thinks we forgot? No, It stays fresh.
Another
But
build
goblins
being
forgive even Budkin the
level
Butcher if he
24
pays.
in Givsum Dungeon.
Take everything I have.
Your handful of Grekles. Will I take that? Only to spit on. Budkin, when I says you pays for that meat harvest so long back. Grekles I want, yes. But for Netherville, I want 10,000.
You grabbing cheat? That hovel wasn't worth a tenth that price.
Think it out. You don't pay? We give your little man a tool thing. Thinks you got no money? But I know where's Grekles for finding. Your steps below, and easy grab 'em up. Just down the stairs. Then you pays, and our deal is made. No worries for you.
Uncle Beethro.
That's character health. I can't actually command him to do anything.
I'll never trust them.
Right, so can't get through there. Leave this way and come back. Nope, can't get through there. Okay, I can come back down this way, which means that I do have access. Right, and these goblin rooms up here are not required. Which means I do have access to this room over here, which I cleverly skipped on the first time. Looks like this might be the last... oh no, we can go down this way. Okay. So what is this? This is... wake up all the eyes and then make 2 passes. Alright. So, let's see, if we run around this way, or run around this way. Well, obviously we're doing the outside before we do the inside, because the inside cuts off all of the eyes. So if I go around on the outside this way, you're going to be stuck here. If I go around on this way, you will come out. However, if I come on the inside this way, you're going to come out anyway. So let's probably just go outside and then inside without thinking about it too hard. No, that's not going to work because I won't be able to get you out. So if I go the other way, you'll get out. Well, I've determined that the one way isn't going to work, so let's try the other way. Also, I should be aware about having to wait on certain tiles potentially, but I don't think I've had an opportunity yet where that would have mattered. Yeah, because I can't backtrack at all. Alright, and if I come in this way then, looks like everybody will get out. Okay. I think I actually die if I step there. Alright, we'll wait. Well, that was a pretty easy room. Down here. Let's see, we complete this by 4 arrows we have to enter from this side to complete this room. And we have to clear all the trapdoors to get up this way. So I guess we'll do that after. We'll just come this way for now. Now, let's turn our sword this way. For optimal roach killing. I do have to do all the trapdoors with the Mimic. If I kill the Roach, I'm stuck. So just making sure that I clear everything. This way... Let's see, if I go here, I'm going to get stuck by that arrow, so I have to go around this way. Whoops, oh, I can't do that. Well, then let's just do that, get through. Not too bad. I guess if this is your first time doing Mimic manipulation in a tight space like this, where Beethro doesn't have anywhere to move, this could be a bit intimidating maybe, but... Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Oh, it doesn't actually matter which way I go? Huh. Counted that, right? First place tie. Okay. Unusual. There are 2 different first place ties on that room. Scroll. Challenge. Kill the Northern Queens before the Southern Queens and exit the room. I'm guessing that means these 4? Wonder what qualifies as a Northern Queen. Because this one, if I go north, it's going to run down here and become a Southern Queen. I guess presumably the challenge then is because these are going to spawn a whole bunch of roaches, which are going to become incredibly awkward to deal with, whereas this will be relatively easy to deal with, no matter how late I leave it. So let's just go up here. And take out the Northern Queens first, I guess. Well, let's not get eaten by roaches. Roaches are delicious, but unfortunately so is Beethro. You don't want to have that happen. Cannot step where I want to step. Well, I guess I'll just do this then. That's fine, I can advance once. We will... There we go. Do I even want to hit that? Probably not. Alright, well, let's take out that. See how well we can do. Hold on, I actually wanted to... How's this gonna help me? Well, I guess this would be the part that gets difficult. Again. What do I even do here? Not that. Is that too many roaches? Because the problem is there's no way I can actually clear those roaches. Whoops. Yeah, that's just too many roaches. Okay. It's possible I need to do something more clever with this roach queen, which I can do. Where does she end up? Just over here, I guess? Yeah, let's... Oops, I'm not paying attention. Okay. This queen's trapped up here. Oh, it got stuck here. Okay, that was... Yeah, that was causing me a lot of trouble, because if that alcove is free, I can hide there. These roaches won't get to me. I can probably deal with these, and then there's this queen, which is still a problem. But that should make this much easier to deal with. Okay, step on the bottom for better swipage. Alright. And this way I took out all of the northern queens before the southern queens, so if I were to take the scroll a little bit further than I was on my initial attempt, that would actually be a good thing. I just checkpointed. I don't think this is a good time to go, but I'm going to do it and die anyway. Oh, okay, I survived. Oh, oops, that makes this part a lot easier. So checking to see if I can still escape or if I've not dropped the trapdoors in a bad way. Yeah, getting to the heart of the matter. Okay. I was getting a little bit worried on those delayed challenge receipts, but you know, it kind of makes sense. Nice little roach challenge. Alright, so this time I'm not actually completing this room, I'm just dropping all of the trapdoors. I actually need to get back through that way. Okay. And I guess I have to go south here. Because, yeah. Right, well, in that case. We'll deal with that. Good, got everything. This room. Well, first of all, I'm surprised they didn't add a little patch of dirt here or something in the remake so that there was an indicator on the minimap as to whether the room was clear or not. You can see it's only trapdoor tiles. We don't get any of the darker red for an uncleared room. So this room we can do at any time. We can leave here. Okay, so this is an available entrance. We don't get stuck on a force arrow immediately. So this room is a pretty nasty guide the roaches out of the maze puzzle. Nasty because we don't have a lot of tiles to work with. Also, there's this force arrow, which means that we can only come up this way. We can't come down. We have to step over to here to get you out, which means that we go here and then backtrack. We are losing the access to this part of the level. I feel like I might want to start here, and that might be a memory more than anything. Let's see, if you start up here, then you would go here, and you'd be easily extractable with all of this space. The thing is, if we do that, then we're never going across the arrow, which is a bit suspicious. And that's a problem, because if we start up here, you're going to come in this way, and then you're not going to. What if we start down here? We can deal with you. We can just come along, go up the arrow, which lets us deal with you. Right, because we have to go up here and then go down to here and then back up. That's also going to let us go up and then back down to here. So I guess we combine those actions together and go all the way up to here and then down to here and then back up. We can get you through that and you through that. You'll be a problem because yeah, you'll be a problem if we do that. Because we need you here. Okay, well, what if we just start from here? Do we need to move south at all? Not really. We will, just to take out that roach. Then we'll move here to get you out of this nook. See, you're going to be the problem now. You're the reason this isn't going to work, because now I'm going to go down and you're going to be in here. Yeah, everything else will work, but you won't. To get you out, we have to go from here all the way to here. If we do that, You are now going to go across this arrow. Which means I have to go out to here, and then back, and then through again. So this is now impossible. Okay, we seem to have a contradiction between these two. Okay, what if I start here and get you onto the arrow by doing that and then going back? That way I have 3 passes here. Well, but then you're not where you need to be. That's the issue. Because then I'm not going to get you out from here. There's no way I can... Right, no, there's no way, because I have to do that in order to lure you out. Also, doing this way means that you're stuck up here. Like, I need to come around this way. If I start down here, and then come out here and back, maybe. Let's just do this room while we're here, I guess. Oh, that was easy. Okay, this room. I don't have to go over here necessarily. I can't come up this way. Can I? If I'm coming up this way, that means you already need to be up here, which means I have to have gone around here. Okay, well now I'm thinking I have to do something like this. Okay, go up here. Down there. Thank you for the checkpoint there, although I guess I had 1 backspace, so I still managed to get that roach through. If we're doing this... Yeah, we're gonna get you stuck down here, so I have to come down this far south. And then we're going back this way. Okay, so I'm not exiting the room this way. There we go. Problem is, I now need to get all the way down to here. Which obviously isn't going to work. Well, there's one entrance we haven't tried this from. Rather than reason about it, I think I'm just going to run over there and see how it feels, see what the issue is going to be from this entrance. Right, because I can make a full loop this way. Okay, so I can go this way twice. Is that what I want to do? No, because it's not going to deal with you. Or you. I mean, it seems terrible starting from here. Because starting from here does exactly nothing for me currently. Well, and if I am starting from here, I actually do want to be here, because then I can at least get that roach through. So that's the advantage of starting from this side. Okay, well, maybe. Get you in that little nook. Don't go any further, though, because we don't want you getting up there. Okay, actually, this looks like this might be... This might be it. Because we can... leave all of that. And I think from here we can actually get everybody out. Wait for that roach to get through. And everybody can get to me. Yes. Oops, but I cannot move. I have to stay there. Okay, yep. No, as I remembered, that was a fairly difficult room. I guess ultimately I did end up at the entrance that I thought I was supposed to, but I had to work through it all again. It's a messy room. It always feels messy. Alright, cannot take those stairs, but we have a way through to the blue doors here. And I guess it's time to get some Grekles to rescue Hal from the Goblin King. The 13th level, we got through that pretty quick, although there were some rooms we haven't dealt with yet to the north. 14th level, one of the best examples of modern tar deployment lies in the 8th level of hold number 35P, commonly known as King Dugan's Dungeon. It is an 8th class masterpiece that shall make tar technicians proud for generations to come. Indeed, rumor has it that already those jealous of our success and lacking originality of their own have taken to imitation. Tar Administration Facility Brochure. 14th level, and I know what this is going to be. Humans is funny peoples. Goes up specting's down, and down specting up. Ask him which way he goes, he don't know, he don't know. Unnamed Goblin. Okay. Don't usually get...
This place looks familiar.
Don't usually get the opportunity to backtrack. I don't know if I've missed any of those others, but the DROD games do have funny text if you backtrack sometimes. So somehow this looks familiar, you say, Beethro? Yes.
Looks kinda like tar.
Mud test in progress. Please do not disturb the mud. First mud coordinator. So as the level text sort of alluded to there, this level is sort of an imitation of 8th level of KDD, which is the tar level. But they've replaced the tar with mud. Now, tar can be cut on flat edges. Mud can...
Is definitely not tar.
Mud can only be cut on the corners. Generally, I find tar a lot more interesting to work with than mud. Oh boy, I remember this room. Challenge. Clear all mud before killing the mother. This room was really hard. So, kind of the joke of this level is that it's just a bunch of rooms from King Dugan's dungeon that they've swapped it. They've swapped all of the tar for mud. Now, oh, cutting all of that's just going to spawn a whole bunch more babies every cycle. Let's not do that right away. Let's instead clear that. Alright, so some of these rooms are going to be a lot easier as mud, and others will be a bit harder. Oops, okay, yeah, I got surrounded. This is not the way to do this. There we go, that's better. Oh, the mud growing here could actually make it easier to deal with some other stuff. For example, like this room has tar, cut in here is the only way to access the mother. But as mud, you can just cut it. In a lot of places you couldn't cut the original. Whoops, that did not work. You know what? Maybe spawning 4 more mud babies at a time is okay. Also, we'll checkpoint a bit more frequently. Oh, that's going to create a bunch of babies. Well, we don't have the time to get through that. Now we do. Let's just puncture that. And that way we just spawn 3 babies per cycle up here, plus all of these. Okay, we're safe in this corner. I could go for that stuff. I think I want to just clear this. Oops, that was a turn too many. Barely making it back to this corner in time on each of these cycles. Should be safe here, yep. This is as far as... whoops, this is probably death. Thank you, turn order. Although... no, I'm fine. Don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, this is certainly a room. If you want to start your first actual puzzle room with mud. I remember this being kind of a weird thing about King Dugan's Dungeon as well. With the tar. I should probably be... clearing out some of the central tar a bit more. Mud. I'm gonna keep calling it by the wrong thing. Nope, turn order doesn't let me do that. Turn order does let me do that. Right, don't really have a choice. Man, those babies were not coming in a nice order. Okay, made it. I do see there are all these broken walls as well, like I could... yeah, I just died. Nope, I cannot move. Okay, let's just break that. So that when things go horrendously wrong, I have a safe spot to hide in. Is this how I want to do this? No, I think what I want to do at this point is I just want to leave and approach it from this side. Certainly making me work for this. Okay, we're safe up there. That's good. It's another corner cleared. So I think a lot of people, upon first encountering mud, think it's a lot better than tar, because you can cut it on the corners, which means that it's always possible to clear. Well, not always, but given a relatively open space, you're not going to cut it in such a way that it'll become unclearable. Whereas with tar, you can leave those little 2x2 tar blobs behind. That's not good. Oh, we survived. Okay, that's the last of the mud. Wait. Okay, I managed to get through that. Now, one thing that surprises me about this level is just its placement. Because mud feels like such a simple element compared to some of the other stuff that we've been dealing with, including some pretty nasty tar levels. And yet, it comes so late. Stuck in the mud. It just comes so late in the hold. And also the difficulty is going to be all kinds of whack, because this room, well, maybe because of the challenge. Without the challenge, it's actually a pretty easy room. As tar, it was pretty tough, but as mud, it's pretty easy. This room is going to be pretty easy. Anyway, that's been over an hour, so a bunch of new stuff happened. We met goblins, we have a mission to rescue Half, and we've encountered mud for the first time. And I guess we'll be slogging through a whole bunch more mud in the next part. I will see you then.